Welcome to the Legends of Podcasting. In this episode, we review the Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, the latest animated feature from DC Comics. Now, joining me in the Wave Rider, as usual, are
Stuart,
Rob,
and Ross.
And I'm Liam. So let's get into this. So the latest animated feature from Suicide Squad, the basic story of this is that Amanda Waller has a terminal illness. She's going to die, and so she puts together a squad, a Suicide Squad, if you will, to try and find a Get Out of Hell Free card. Yep, it exists. There's a Get Out of Hell Free card. So she puts together her team to try and find it. So that's the basic gist of the film. Let's just jump straight into this. Stuart, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's the best one they've done. Sort of start off too negatively, but I was very eager to see what they did, because the previous one they did, the Assault on Arkham, I love that film. I think it's a great version of Suicide Squad. I know this one isn't based in the same universe, but it's sort of got a similar team. I liked that Harley and Deadshot were back, although I thought Harley didn't have a lot to do in this one. She was sort of like she was there for the sake of being there. I did enjoy the twist at the end. Spoiler warning for anyone. The who Reverse Flash was, because I didn't realise it was linked to anything. But the fact is, it's linked to the Flashpoint storyline. I thought that was a great twist, and I was actually was going to make me yelp a little bit inside. I was like, oh, that's amazing, because for anyone who's watched the Flash TV show this season, again spoilers, there's an episode in that where he sort of stops time at this 1 second and makes it last for a whole episode. That's kind of what Reverse Flash is doing here. He stopped the moment when he dies, and he's using all his speed force to stop that moment from coming. So he just keeps trying to delay it to pick up this magic get out of hell free card, as you put it. Everyone seems to be after at the moment. So I enjoyed that part of it. I also enjoyed Killer Frost. I thought that she played quite a cool part of the film. I quite liked the inventive way that she used her powers. It wasn't just fire ice at someone, they get frozen, and then they break out of it. She actually did sort of kill people in different ways. And I think there's a bit in the when she goes to the toilet with and Screaming Banshees there, she sort of uses her powers in a very cool way there. So yeah, it was
very cool seeing the new use of her powers like that.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't call it the best film. It's not up there with like Under the Red Hood or anything, but it's a good film. I mean, I watched it again. I was quite shocked how gory it was.
You could tell it was R-rated.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's gone to the R-rated, especially like when you saw like the because even in the Flashpoint film, I don't believe you see his brains and bones from his skull flying out the front of his head, which you obviously see in this one, and even the bit at the beginning when they're like killing everyone on the train. And you actually see was it Baron? No, what's his name?
Count Vertigo.
Count Vertigo's head actually explode. I was just like, geez, wow.
Kind of like
I did not expect you to actually show it.
Deadshot's just busy flicking bits of brain off of his costume.
Yeah.
You have to say, I was I was a bit weirded out because I haven't really followed a lot of the production of this film, and then when I found out it was a Suicide Squad movie, I thought the first thing in my head was it's going to be a follow-on from the Assault on Arkham one, obviously set in the Arkham universe of the Batman video games. So I was a bit confused about the change in art style, and obviously the plotting was going to be different. And then obviously, as you just said, Stu, it turns out this is linked to the new DC animated universe, and it's their 10th film in that run. So this comes in just before the death of Superman, which we've discussed in the previous podcast. So I quite like that reveal. I think that for me that makes the film work because it's good cast. You know, interesting dynamics among all the villains in it. The team overall. Obviously, we got a few new people in it. Bronze Tiger, we haven't seen him.
Yeah, he was cool.
Rather than just having the same lot in there.
He was voiced from the same guy who was in Arrow.
The Arrow, yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't realise that.
So I like those different. Oh, and Copperhead as well. So there's a few different few villains we haven't seen before. Who've got dynamics with the characters that we always see in Suicide Squad, like Harley and Deadshot. I quite enjoyed that. Especially like Captain Boomerang in this being a sarky Australian.
Yeah, he was.
He was quite good.
He was. It was quite funny. Some of the moments quite funny. I always thought the choice of having that Dr. Fate as that weird guy who just found the helmet and was Dr. Fate for 2 months and sort of exploited was a bit random.
Yeah. But
I don't know how I felt about watching him strip on cartoon.
Yeah.
I was just like sitting there watching it going, am I really watching this? Oh god. But I quite like the sort of the change. I quite like they show Zoom, and even Deadshot says, oh, he should have come in here and just killed us all by now. Yeah. Why is he so slow? And you don't actually find out till the end. I quite like that.
Yeah, he says, he stretched out his second of his death into 6 months or something. He was trying to find this car.
I didn't even realise Zoom was in it. Because I hadn't followed anything
No,
in the movie.
yeah.
When he first showed up, I thought to myself, well, he looks quite like the Flashpoint one, but didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
I thought they'd used that
That's
design.
the way he's drawn, yeah.
And then he was actually from the Flashpoint movie. I thought that was a great time.
I didn't realise that they sort of. I don't know if they've changed it. I've never read too many comics with Vandal Savage in it, but obviously, in the movie Justice League Doom, Vandal Savage is immortal, but he also can't die.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in this one, he can die.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird because I'm pretty sure in the comics he's can't die either. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why it's lasted so long. So
yeah, it's a bit. You could have had someone like Ra's al Ghul maybe going for the card instead. So he's done the Lazarus Pit for so long.
Yeah.
Have him as the main
It's
bagger.
his last resort.
Yeah, it's his last resort. Going, I can't use Lazarus Pit again. I need this card to get out of here. Rather than Vandal Savage, and they just twisted him saying that he can actually die.
Yeah.
It was just a bit. I don't know which way is right, but I thought he could just come back to life if he got killed.
Yeah.
Having him in it was a bit of a I don't think he needed to be there, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
I did like the joke, but they obviously made Amanda Waller was the new skinny version as well, and he even made a joke about it at the beginning. I thought that was quite funny.
Been so cranky since he lost all that weight. That's great.
I think my favourite line from the film was when he's like, "Oh, if we do this mission, you'll get 1 year off your sentences." And I catch him Boomerang turns around and says, "Oh, cheers, Waller. Down to 87 years, you wanker." Flips to the V side or something. Yeah, it's great.
It was So it was I was wondering just some of the bits like the bit when they just kept on like showing them driving in the camper van and just swapping places, and even when they went to get every person, just walking down that sort of prison.
Yeah, at the start there, where Waller is explaining and bringing the cast in, and they were walking behind her, I was thinking, why don't they just kill her right there and then in the back? You stab her in the back. I was like, oh, they've probably still got the implants from the last time. But in the next scene, you see them put the implants.
Which makes it so it means do they take him out each time? Sorry, thank you, miss. You just take that out, put him down, and then we'll put you back in.
That was a bit strange to me.
That was a bit random. But yeah, but I quite enjoyed the art style of it. I hope maybe they carry on with another one. It'd be quite cool to see.
I think it's interesting that they've introduced the Suicide Squad into this new animated universe they're doing, because we haven't mentioned them before in any of the Batman.
No,
Justice League films that come out.
Harley hasn't even been in Bad Blood or
No.
Batman Robin or anything.
No.
So, yeah, that's the first.
So this is her first appearance in this continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I quite liked her. She doesn't really have anything to do other than be crazy. It was kind of like...
And Waller at the end is like, oh, of course she's the one.
yeah, of course she's... Yeah.
But she does mention that she's got... she's felt with Mr. J in it, doesn't she? She's like moving on.
Yes.
So obviously they've all gone through that whole thing and moved forward, so...
Has Joker been in this con?
I don't think that Joker hasn't been in this one either. No.
Well, they did kill off a good number of characters in this.
Grief,
yeah, I kind of think that this is a standalone one.
Appearance for most of these people, I think, if not all of these people, all these characters, like their first appearance and killed off straight away. So I guess that's them done for in the broader continuity of this continuity. Which I thought was a little bit disappointing with Professor Pig being like the first time we've seen him.
I was cheering my head off when he died because I love-hate that character, and that run from Grant Morrison is the worst thing to happen to Batman in a long time.
Wasn't he was in Batman v Robin at the start, wasn't he?
No, that was Dollmaker.
Dollmaker.
No, sorry, I'm not a fan of the Grant Morrison run on Batman, and when they got Professor Pig, and I was like, oh, good grief, no. And then at the end, when he's dead, I was like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, it's really like, I feel quite sorry for Vandal Savage. He went through all that pain and all that operation, and then Zoom just went in and just went, I'll just take that out for you. It's like, what? That was like, no way you could get that out, except for me. I just got it out, there you go.
Oh, but yeah, like at the start when they killed off Count Vertigo, so I guess if Arrow ever comes into this universe, then he's got no one to fight.
I'm guessing it's a standalone. I thought it was a standalone film, but then they bring it into the continuity of all the other films.
Yeah,
it was a bit weird.
Yeah.
It was good, as you say. They've killed. I didn't expect so many people to die. I was like Killer Frost. I was like, oh man, I was loving Killer Frost in this, and then say Copperhead died, Savage died. Like, everyone pretty much died. Yeah, so it was kind of.
It was only Harley and Deadshot.
And Boomerang survived at the end,
yeah. Which is sort of the main three, I guess, of the Suicide Squad. So it'll be interesting to see if they bring them and do another film with it. But we shall see.
It's interesting because they've definitely set up those core three characters, Deadshot, Boomerang, and Harley, to continue the film series. Because there's that great scene when they're in the prison at the start, and Boomerang is just making paper boomerangs and flicking them at Deadshot around the corner. And then he takes his prison uniform buttons off and flicks them back at him. Just like,
So they just get on each other. Well, I kind of think when they do, even if they do a Suicide Squad 2 movie, they would be the main three that would come back anyway. I don't see anyone else from the team.
Killer Croc when the movie was still alive at the end, wasn't he?
I think he died. I thought he died. He's dead.
Yeah,
Diablo's.
he blew up the
Yeah, Diablo's dead.
Katana, maybe.
Yeah, maybe Katana, but other than they'd be the
them
four.
three, yeah.
Them four coming back. So maybe they're trying to copy in the animated series as well.
But I mean, I don't know if any of those characters are going to interact with the rest of the main Justice League and Teen Titans cast in the other films they set up in this continuity. So I guess you could get away with what they're doing. But
yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, if they bring a Joker into it, then have that Harley. That would work. Or even have Deadshot going up against Batman or something like that. That would be quite cool. Or even Captain Boomerang going up against the Flash. That'd be cool as well.
So, what is the next animated feature that is scheduled?
You know what the next animated feature is, Liam.
Okay, so it's the Death Return.
Yeah. You sound so surprised.
Yeah. Does anyone? They released.
I didn't realise that.
They released a teaser trailer like a little while ago. Has anyone watched it? I watched it once. I was like, I watched it once and never again.
No, I'm going to leave it.
No?
I don't want to. Obviously, I want to see how they're going to play this all out. So
Yeah. So it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty
so
cool.
what I was going to say is, do you think that these, with the Death and Return of Superman's storyline, that's the point. With that story, you get a lot of characters that appear in it, like all of the Justice League that have been introduced so far within this animated continuity are all going to appear in it. What do you guys think about members of the surviving members of this Suicide Squad? Do you not think that they will appear at any point?
Maybe. Maybe when they're fighting, they smash through.
Bell Rev,
and then they escape, and then that sets them up for being later on in other movies.
Or as a possibility, I mean, obviously you've got Superman's going to die at the end of the first film.
Whoa! Spoilers, dude! Jesus! God!
Who'd have thought there'd be a spoiler? That's not in the title of the film. Oh God! Great spoilers for a 20-year-old comic book, guys. But yeah, obviously, if there's going to be Superman's gone, maybe they'll do the whole the Justice League struggling without him. So Waller will bring the Suicide Squad out to help keep law and order. Maybe
that'd be quite cool. Yeah. I mean, there was a recent comic book that came out called Justice League versus Suicide Squad, which I got, which is quite cool. I mean, if they did an animated movie based on that, that'd be quite cool.
That could work.
Oh, yeah, because that sort of has it kind of has a similar lineup to the Justice League that's in the animated series now, and then you've got Harley, Deadshot, Boomerang, and then a few others, including Killer Frost, to do it. So they have to bring maybe a different Killer Frost into it. I don't know, but that's quite a cool storyline because they ended up having to work together. They have a big fight first, and they end up working together, and so some of the fights were actually really cool to see. So you had like was it Killer Croc versus Aquaman and stuff like that, which is quite cool. And Wonder Woman.
That's kind of cool.
Wonder Woman versus Enchantress, I think was another one. That was quite cool as well. So there's some cool line, and obviously Deadshot versus Batman,
hopefully lasted longer than the 5 seconds in the Suicide Squad movie when he just drops down and punches him in the face.
and you're done. So, but yeah, I say it was good. It's a good solid film. I say I will buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out, and watch it again.
Yeah, I mean it's part of this new animated continuity they set up, and I quite like the way they've run that so far. So I'll definitely add to that collection.
Definitely, yeah. It was just it was just a sort of a filler for the big event that's coming in the year, which is this Death and Return of Superman movie, which is hopefully going to be amazing.
Spoilers, Stuart. Spoilers.
So Ross, you've been pretty quiet in this. What are your overall thoughts on this?
I thought it was probably below average. I'll be honest with you.
So about saying
below average. Then let's say what is it that you didn't like about it?
I don't know. When it first started, and had those. What were the two characters that were kind of like Joker and Harley at the start?
Oh, Punch and Julie.
Punch and Julie. Yeah, I was like, those two. We're looking at a screenshot here. I didn't like them at all. I thought that was a bit. I don't know why.
It was like a cheap Joker and Harley, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that they just put them in basically to go and kill them off, but yeah, I don't know. Apart from the bit with the link between Reverse Flash being attached to Flashpoint, I wasn't really that fussed about it. I thought the story about a card that can stop you going from hell was a bit too over the top. I know it's all over the top, but that was just. I don't know. It just didn't gel with me, and I didn't really care about the ending of them all getting this card. I thought maybe it might have been a fake card and it was to do with something else, and there was like a USB device in it and it had some of the data in it, and that's why she wanted it. It wasn't because she didn't want to go to hell. But yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't a story I was that into while watching it.
No, like I said, I reckon the twist with Flash makes that movie a bit better.
Yeah.
As a result of that.
I think if that wasn't in it, I think it would have been a very poor movie.
Yeah.
Because that was in it, it upped it quite a bit to be a little bit more interesting than.
That said, I do like the way they use the card at the end of the film.
That was bronze tiger. Yeah, so it was like an honourable death kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was quite quite cool. Well, so I kind of thought I don't know why because it has to do with magic and stuff. I kind of thought Constantine would pop up at some point.
So did I.
And because again maybe spoilers, but for like Legends of Tomorrow when he shows up in that, I don't know. Again, I haven't read too much Constantine, but he quotes in that there is no escaping hell. So I think that having a card that you can avoid it is quite a cool thing that most villains would want. It kind of makes me like Deadshot and other people didn't want to keep it for themselves. Which kind of thought the way they would go for it. But I guess he's just accepted he's going to hell.
I think
Harley thinks she's going to heaven because she's put up with Joker for so long.
Which was kind of a fun.
Wasn't Deadshot's point that he didn't believe in it and he didn't think it was anything real, so he didn't care.
Yeah, very true. And then he saw it actually work.
So Rob, Rob, what did you think of the film? Did you like it?
Yeah, but like Ross said, it's good. It's all right. Like the thing that made it work for me was the Reverse Flash reveal that it's part of the Flashpoint Paradox universe. But the character interactions between at least the core three, Deadshot, Harley, and Boomerang. So the Bronze Tiger as well was quite an interesting character. I enjoyed seeing him working that, especially his fight with Flash at the end.
Yes,
Reverse Flash. Sorry.
Yeah, 1,000 cuts.
Definitely 1,000 cuts.
That was cool.
Yeah, there was some good standout moments. Well animated. Although the animation style was a bit simplistic in places, but it's all right. It's probably about slightly better than Black Panther.
Wow!
Shots fired. 99%
Yeah.
tomatoes. Yeah, right.
I think I'm pretty much like with you guys as well. Like I thought this film was okay. I don't think it's one of the best. Like the animated movies, there are some really good ones in there. This isn't one of them. I thought this was it was okay. It wasn't terrible, but for me, it was kind of a watch it once, don't really need to watch it any more times. I also don't like Christian Slater as the voice of Deadshot. Because he just sounds like Christian Slater. That was the whole time I'm just like, that's Christian Slater talking. I guess just, I couldn't really buy into the character of Deadshot. I don't know. I kind of bought more into Will Smith as Deadshot than Christian Slater. But it's not a terrible film. But like I say, it's meh. And Reverse Flash totally made the film.
Yeah.
That's what without Reverse Flash, I think it would have been a bad film.
I'd put it on par with Superman versus the Elite.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice. Yeah, I haven't seen that in ages, but yeah.
It's like
You put it on par with what?
Superman versus the Elite. That animated movie.
I didn't like that one.
Where
I don't think I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, it's
it's not a great movie, but then the comic that's adapted from is better than the film again. So it's
Yeah, it was quite interesting. This one is actually, I don't think this is adapted from a comic, is it?
No.
Held to Base. It's his own story. So,
which is nice. I mean, they don't all have to be adapted from comics. They can do original stories, and that's cool.
In a way, it's kind of better because then people don't compare it and judge it, and then they go in with an expectation because they've read the comic, they love it or they hate it, and then they can just open-mindedly decide if they like the film.
You say because it's interesting that they set up the original start of this universe coming out of the Flashpoint Paradox, and then you've got the first two New 52 arcs of the Justice League, which War and Throne of Atlantis, coming into that, and that's how they set this new universe up. But then you've got it's kind of gone its own way since then. I mean, you've had bits from comics like you've got the
Court of
Court of Owls showed up in Batman, the Batman series.
You've got like the death of Batman and
the bad
Damian and
so they're taking bits that work from the comics and making it into a really cohesive universe. Yeah. But like you say, this wasn't the universe could have gotten away without this movie, to be honest.
Okay, I can see where you come from.
Yeah. And I would say just I did because you're saying like they take bits from like the comics, put it in. That is with regards to Death and Return of Superman ones coming up, I did watch the stuff they brought out, released so far about it, and that's clearly what they're doing, despite the fact that they made the big point. They're kind of like, well, we're going to, stay more true to the comic or whatever. The story's different. The focus of the story is different. I see why they've done it, because this is going to be a whole podcast in its own, and when that film comes out. But
I mean, the issue they've
taken aspects of the comic, and that's what they're using for the Death and Return of Superman. One of the aspects is he dies. The other aspect is he fights Doomsday. Yeah. Other than that, they're kind of doing their own thing. But
are we going to see?
I'm going to be open-minded. I'm going to wait and see the film before I cast judgment.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the issue they have, because if they wanted to explain, if they put all the characters that are in the original comic, a lot of people probably wouldn't know who they are. So you'd have to spend 20 minutes. This is who this guy is. This is who this guy is. So they're just going to cut that corner and we'll just use these characters you already know.
They could do it with the characters they've got now.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've added extra storyline into it, is what they've done, and we'll see. I can see that it's kind of needed for a standalone movie, that you need, what they're putting in, which is they're adding a Clark and Lois storyline, to it, is the whole thing. So, because they need that set up within it, because they haven't built that enough on that previously in the animated universe, the whole Clark and Lois.
That's because he's with Wonder Woman.
They now need to set that up. They've got one film to set that up and make it an upsetting ending when he then dies.
Yeah.
So, So we'll see.
It'd just be Wonder Woman going, I'm going to put a hole in your head. It's just a toy man. And he dies in the Justice League car.
Yeah. All right, so that is Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. What did you guys think of that movie? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what you guys think. It's been great seeing everyone's telling us what they're thinking of different things on our YouTube channel. It's been great to hear from you guys. Please keep that going, and continue to subscribe to the show wherever you find podcasts, and tell your friends. The more people that get to see it, the better. Hey. So that's it from me. That's it from them. Until next time. Bye.